Hi everyone, welcome back for another week. It is Monday, April 27th already. End of the week is May already, so at that point we only have one more month of school to go, so time is actually going by pretty quickly. I do have somebody who feels like he needs to be part of my video today and wants to say hi to you all. What do you say?
Hi. Bye.
Hi and bye. He made it very clear he just wanted to say hi and bye to all my students. So, from time to time, I think I better let him be part of my videos and say hi to you guys. All right, so here we go. We're going to continue on. We are looking at solving multi-step equations today with variables on both sides. So these are some of the longest equations you're going to see because they do have multiple steps and there's a variable on each side of the equation. So I have put together kind of just a little list of steps to follow because as you have seen, solving an equation is very, very step by step by step. So first of all, simplify the left-hand side of the equation. Use the distributive property if you have to, combine like terms. Then simplify the right-hand side. Same thing, distributive property and combining like terms. If you have a variable on both sides, you need to get rid of it from one side and move it to the other. Okay, and do the same to the other side. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And then you have that two-step equation, okay? So you get rid of the constant from one side, and then at that point, you just have one term on each side, and you multiply or divide to get your answer. I'm going to let you skip this last step of checking your answer. We're not going to worry about that. We just want to make sure we can get the answers, and I will always be giving you feedback on whether you have the answers correct or not. Okay, so let's try a couple of these so that you can see some examples of what we're talking about. The first one, always start by putting your line down the middle, right? We want to separate the two sides of the equation, okay? I look at the left-hand side of the equation and there's nothing that I can simplify. There's no parentheses, I can't combine anything. So I'm going to move to the right-hand side. I see parentheses and I know I need to do the distributive property. Okay, so the distributive property would tell me that I have negative 4. Negative 4 times a negative 5v would be positive 20v, and then minus 7v. On the other side of the equation, I still have the 2v minus 4. Okay, then we should combine like terms on the right-hand side. So we have negative 4 equals 20v minus 7v, oh, sorry, negative 4 plus, let me fix that, let me erase. Let's try that again. So negative 4 plus 13v equals 2v minus 4. Okay, and now we have a variable on each side. So we need to make sure that we end up with the variable on only one side of the equation. So I'm going to put the variables on the left and constants on the right. So that means I want to get rid of this 13v by subtracting it since it was being added. Okay, 2v minus 13v is negative 11v. Minus 4 equals, these cancel, negative 4. Okay, now we are at that two-step equation, so I want to get rid of the minus 4 by adding 4 to each side. And we have negative 11v equals 0. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. And then divide by negative 11. So v equals 0. And that's our answer. Okay, of course you can always go back and check if that works. 2 times 0 minus 4, that's 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. On the other side of the equation, you have negative 4 times 1 minus 5 times 0, minus 7 times 0. Okay, remember this is 0, this is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 minus 0, which is negative 4. So both sides of my equation do end up being the same, and I know that it works, and my answer is 0. Okay, let's try another one. On this one, Again, always start by putting that line in the middle. Okay, so I'm looking at one side and recognizing that I see some parentheses here that I need to get rid of. Now here's a little bit of a tricky part. We see this minus sign here, okay? That minus sign is attached to that 6. So when we distribute, we need to distribute the negative. Okay, so we're going to have x. Negative 6 times negative 4x is positive 24x. Negative 6 times a positive 2 is negative 12. Then we're going to combine like terms. We can put an x or a 1 in front of that x. So I'm going to put a 1 right here. 1x plus 24x is 25x minus 12. And on the right-hand side, there's nothing that I have to simplify. I'm going to leave it as 39 plus 8x. Okay. Now I'm going to put variables on one side and constants on the other. So you guys know that I've been pretty consistent with just putting variables on the left and constants on the right. So I need to get rid of this plus 8x. We're going to minus 8x from both sides. Okay, 25x minus 8x is going to be 17x minus 12. Okay, so let's make that look a little better. 17x minus 12 equals 39. Okay, at this point, it's a two-step equation. Fix that a little bit so it doesn't look so bad. Okay, so hang on a second. Again, this is 17x minus 12. Okay, then we're going to add 12 to each side to get rid of the minus 12. So we have 17x equals 39 plus 12 is 51. And finally, we finish by dividing by 17. So we get x equals 3. And that is our final answer. Okay, you can go back and check it if you want, but remember that's not a requirement, but that's how you can check if your answer is correct. Okay, one more. Looking at this one, again, we draw the line by the equal sign. Don't forget to do that. We're going to start by using the distributive property. And we're going to distribute the 8 to the 2x, which is 16x, plus 8 distributed to the 5 is 40, plus 4. Then combine like terms. 40 plus 4 is 44, so we have 16x plus 44 equals, there's nothing on the other side to simplify, so negative 10 plus 7x. We want to put your variables on one side, constants on the other, so I'm going to put variables over here, constants here. So I'm going to subtract or get rid of the variable on this side, subtract 7x from both sides. So we have 9x plus 44 equals negative 10. Okay. Then we are going to subtract 44 from both sides. So we have 9x equals negative 54. And we finish up by dividing by 9. And we have now isolated the variables, so we have x equals negative 6. Be careful with negative signs so that you don't forget them. Sometimes that is the mistake we make in our problems. Just throughout the whole problem, don't forget about the negative signs. Your homework is going to be just a few problems that you're solving some multi-step equations with variables on both sides. And then you are done for the day. So do your best. If you have questions, let me know. The rest of the week is going to be some review, and then there will be a test on solving equations at the end of the week. So good luck. Have a great day.